Hi, everybody. Coach Steve here. Hope you're having a great day and are ready to get to another week of workouts. Now, we are going to, as I mentioned last week, continue to build on our journey to the Winter Games. And this week, we're going to be starting a new series of movements that we're going to continue to build off of for the next several weeks. So, with that all being said, we're going to need our regular pieces of equipment. The number one and number two pieces are probably our water and our towel. We're going to need our sliders as usual. Going to be using our tubing as well. And if you'd like to now get your tubing attached at hip height, we're going to be using that for a squat and row sequence a little further into the workout. Now, I have attached mine in front of the camera so that you can see me better than having my back to you as I have in the past. So we're going to introduce a new exercise to our warm-up as well, knowing that we've been building and building and building the control and balance through our exercises from week to week. We're going to actually introduce a balance exercise this week as a part of our warm-up. So get ready for that. And that is pretty much it. I think we're ready to get started. Now, with several of the exercises, there's going to be some modifications that we're going to have to add. So I will quickly add those and mention those at the beginning of each exercise. So for example, if you don't have sliders, that's fine. I'm going to show you another way that you can still execute the exercise and get it properly. We're going to be doing a push-up sequence. So those of you that usually modify your push-ups, you know how to do that. And what I mean by that is when we're in that kneeling position for our push-up. All right, so we're going to be doing a push-up to a T stand or a row sometimes is what people will call it, almost an archer's row. So let's just get to it. So we're going to start with our lunge, the forward lunge with the back lunge and that reach. So we've got that forward step 4 times. We're just going to step forward and reach up, and then our back step and sweeping at the ground. All right, so 4 of those. If you've already started, that's great. You can throw a last one in at the end for 5 if you like. And I hope as we've been going through this each and every week, you're finding it easier to balance through these movements and are just executing better. So here we go, other side. And again, I'm going to be reaching those fingertips as far as I can, up and back, and then down and back. Last one. Great. All right. So now we have our lateral lunge with our rotational reach. We're going to keep our hands at our chest as we do that. So we've got that step. We're going to reach our hands at chest height. All right. So here we go. Great. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Great. Switching sides. 1, 2. Again, arms nice and long at chest height. 3 and 4. All right, shaking that out. I'm gonna now do our squat to heel raise. So again, I've got my feet hip width, maybe slightly wider for balance if you need it. And we're going to have our hands out in front. You can cross them at your elbows if you like. We're gonna drop down and then raise up onto our toes, get a little bit of a calf raise. We've got 8 of these. So down, up, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. If you like, you can have your hands up. 5, you can also have your hands on your hips. 6, 7, and 8. Great. All right. Shaking it out. Now that little balance exercise I was mentioning, we are going to stand on one foot, give a little bit of a bounce if you like so that everything's activated, and then we're going to simply reach as far to the side as we can. Skaters will like this. Skiers will like this as well. Having our weight on that one leg, reaching out to the side and back. We're gonna go 5 on the left, 5 on the right. Okay, nice and slow. Reach out as far as you can. Come back. If you like, you can have your hands on your hips. If you need to touch down throughout, that's okay as well. And we've got 3, 4. I'm trying to keep all of my weight centered over my foot and my knee. And 5. All right, shake it out. Other side. Go down 1, 2, 3, proud chest, head up. 4, last one, reaching out and back. 5, great. All right, get those muscles in the feet stimulated and working. Now we're just gonna run it out for the next 30 seconds and then we'll get into our sequence. So today, you can bounce, just move as if you like, you know, forward, back with your feet, in and out, whatever you'd like. And so our first sequence today is going to start with our push-up to T-stand, as I mentioned. We're going to do a squat and row. That's going to be followed by a plank with a slide. We're going to use our sliders. And then we're going to do a bridge march. And we'll do that twice, but before we repeat it, we're going to throw in 2 other exercises. One being a lunge with balance, and the other, we're going to take advantage of our square. All right, so everybody grab a quick drink. We've been verbally introduced to what we're doing today. Now, let's actually see what it is we're going to do. So, I'm going to quickly knock off the exercises for you. So just sit tight. If you need to get your tubing into place, you might want to pause and get it all ready, and then come back to us. So, the first one is that T-stand push-up. So we're going to have our hands under our shoulders, and we're going to do a push-up, and then we're going to actually rotate into that T position and then back down. So for those of us that modify our push-up, we're here, down, up. We can roll on our knees. It's the same thing. Okay, back to our push-up, and then we're gonna do the opposite side. So we've got that for 10 repetitions. Then, if you have your handles at each end, that's okay. Just because of my position, I've put all of my bands onto both handles. So both handles are attached to all of these, just so that I can actually be in position. So for this exercise, we're going to squat, hold the squat. We're going to row in, out, and then stand up. All right. Don't want to get into a position where you're leaning. We're not water skiing, so you're going to have to really focus on keeping your balance. Then we're going to do our plank slide. And the way that looks is, if I'm on my sliders, I'm going to push myself back and I'm going to pull myself forward. All right, if I do not have sliders, what I can do is I can allow my body to get pushed back over my toes, and then I can drive myself forward. All right, for those of you in the sliders, if you want to stop right at 90 degrees, that's fine. If you want to go a little bit further, that's okay too. Then we've got our marching bridge. So we're on our back, Getting our hips nice and high. We're gonna lift one knee up, drop it, pick the other up, drop it, keeping those hips high and level. All right. I'm gonna have one more quick drink, and then we're off and running. All right, so hopefully because we've seen the exercises already, we'll fly right through this. All right, so our push-up to T-stand. All right, doesn't matter which side you pick first. Let's go. Down, up. That's one. I'm gonna look forward as well. Down, up. My eyes are straight forward. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Find a spot on the wall that it's straight across and center your eyes. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great stuff. One more for good measure. All right, we're up. Shake it off. Grab your tubing. And hopefully you have enough resistance. If you don't, again, you can stop, add more tubes, or you can wait and do it for the next set. All right, so again, we're squatting, row, back, and up. Here we go, 10 times. It's 2. Squeeze those shoulder blades back, proud chest. 4, 5, 6, keep your shoulders down as well. Great, don't want them up at your ears. They're not earrings. And 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's gently release those. Get our sliders. All right. And hopefully I'm in a nice pretty plank position. Toes are on sliders, pushing back, pulling forward. All right, here we go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really starting to feel these last few. 9, keep those hips up. And back and forward. 10. Oh, really started to get to me. All right, over onto our backs. If you need your towel or mat, that's fine. I got this nice matted floor, which kind of makes it nice. And you can have your hands out at your sides and shoulders, or right down at your side. You can have them across your chest as well if you like. All right, so I'm gonna have mine across my chest so that you can see my hips. I'm gonna lift up, bring one leg up, and then down. 10 each side, here we go. Keep those hips up, squeeze your bum. No dumb bums, as many of you have heard me say in the past. Right, it's 2. Keep those hips up nice and high. That's 4. I dropped a little there. 5. 6. 7. Squeeze those butt cheeks. 8, 9, and 10. Great work, everyone. Let's have a quick drink. A little towel if you need it. All right. I really hope you enjoyed that sequence because we're doing it again, even if you didn't. But if you did modify some of those exercises, perhaps maybe you might want to try them if you found that they were a little easier than you thought. You can try them with us again in a more challenging position. All right, so our muscular sequence today, endurance set, is going to require us to lunge backwards. If you'd like, you can bring your opposite hand forward. You can have your hands on your hips, wherever you'd like them to be for the best balance purpose. All right, so we're gonna step back. We're going to come forward with our knee, and as we do that, we're gonna drive our knee up and hop. Land. If you need to foot down, that's okay. You're gonna go back again, up, down, and up. All right, so we've got 10 on the left, 10 on the right. We'll shake it out, take a little bit of rest, and then we're going to get to our fast feet, and we're gonna go in, out, out. Okay, we're going to do that for 10 seconds, 3 sets, a little rest in between. All right, so let's get right to those lunges. I will stand at the side for the first few, so you see the position and posture. So again, I'm stepping back and up, and that little hop. All right, so forward, knee up, good. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep your head and shoulders up and back. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great, that's one side done. And shake that out. I'll face forward for this one. And here we go. Down, and 1. And 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Eyes up, head up. 7, 8. Drive that knee. 9, and 10. Outstanding, everybody. Shake that out. And I'm going to have another drink if you'd like to have some as well. I'm finding that all of the trees and flowers have sprung. So it's a little dustier, a little harder for me to breathe with my allergies, but hopefully not many of you have to deal with that. All right, so as I mentioned, we're going to go out, out, in, 10 seconds. You can go left, right, and then we'll switch one, and then we'll do the other one again. All right, so here we go, 10 seconds, and go. Outstanding, shake it out. And I'm gonna try and lead with my right side this time. And I'll invite you to do the same. Okay, head, shoulders, proud chest, everything up, nice and light on our feet. And let's go. 1, 2. I needed to slow down. And relax. And shaking. All right, one last time. And I'm gonna go back to, no, you know what? I have the harder time with the right side. I'm gonna stay with the more challenged side. All right, and here we go. And relax, great. was distracted by looking at the stopwatch and stepped on my foot. All right, good excuse, coach, good excuse. Bad rhythm, good excuse. Okay, you got me. I got a little too far ahead of myself, moving faster with my body than my brain was managing. All right, so you know what's coming. We have our push-ups, our squats, our plank slide, and our marching bridge, and then we'll cool this all down. All right, so I will gonna go sideways this time. So yeah, get my back for a moment, and over my hands, feet, and let's go. 1, 2, 3. 7, down, up, 8, 9, and 10. Great, 10. One more for good luck. And we're up. Get that breathing under control. We've got our handles. If you've needed to add more weight, I hope you've done so. If you want to stop the video and do that and catch up, please do. And here we go. So squat to row and then up. Great. It's 2, 3, 4, 5. Head up, chest up, shoulders back, weight on your heels and the balls of your feet. I'm going to call that 8, 9, and last one, best one. Great, 10. And nicely place those handles back down. And grabbing those sliders and our plank slide. Now, I would like to try and stop right at my plank, but I'm finding that my momentum is carrying me forward a little bit. And if you're feeling that as well, that's okay. Maybe we'll just slow it down a little and see if we can find that nice straight position through our elbows. All right, so I've got my good plank. I'm driving back and forward. That's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hope you're feeling that. And 8, 9, and last one. Back, 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 and full forward. Great stuff. You notice I didn't do an extra one for good luck on that. Push-ups, yes. That plank slide, no. All right. Onto our backs. Okay. So again, we're gonna get those hips up high. I'm gonna place my hands across my chest. I'm gonna lift one knee up, keeping the knee bent, and dropping it back. If at any point in time you feel that your hips are dropping, you want to reset, please feel free. That is a very smart and wise thing to do if you'd like. Let's see if I can. All right, So I'm up into my bridge, and here we go. That's 1. 10 each side. That's 2. 3. Keep those hips up, keep driving those hips up, extending. It's 5. 6. 7. Keep those hips up. Good work. Squeeze those glutes. That's 9. And great stuff, everybody. Good finish. Great work. Let's have some water. Much deserved. And hard earned. All right, so hope you enjoyed today's workout and that you'll continue to get a few more training sessions in this week with the video. Again, as always, so as long as it fits in with your overall training schedule, and again, speak with your coaches about that. And let's get right into our cool down. So we've got our forward lunge with our reach. We're really going to take our time with this. Don't need to go nearly as far as you've previously done with our back step. So we've got that step forward and just reaching back and just feel that stretch and down. Great, that's 1. You'll notice I'm not dropping as far as I did, because what I'm looking for is a longer position, not as much of a activation, if you will. I want to be where I can feel a stretch, but not too much stretch. And I find that if I go any lower at this point, after I've worked out, that I maybe go a little bit too far. So I'd rather be on the short side or on the safer side rather than going too far, at least at the end of a workout, certainly. Okay, so let's get the other side going. And I did it again, I think, stepping with the same side as I did. There we go. That's a different stretch. Great, that's 2. And 3. And 4. All right, shaking it out. And now we have our lateral lunge where we reach across. So it's that step. I'm gonna reach, and then I'm gonna extend to the sky. Feel all of that stretch. Join me for 4 on each side. And I step, reach, reaching back. Two, 3, and last 1. And 4. Find to get stuck in those stretches, they feel good. And step, reach, and extend. Great, that's 1. And last 1. Good stuff. All right, shaking that out. We're going to do our spinal roll, tabletop if you like. So we're down, and we're going to extend ourselves back, and then drop down. And 4. That's 2. Up. And driving down. And last one, up. And down for 4. All right, so we're gonna take a bit of a wider position with our knees, reaching those hands out in front, just sagging back into our child's pose. Feel like you can walk those hands out in front a little, get a little bit more stretch. Great, and then come on up. Now we have our wide lunge with our hand placed. And we've got that stretch happening through the groin and our hip flexors. We're going to reach back and up and through 4 times. Here we go. And then reaching through. And again, my eyes are going to follow my hand. It's going to help take my spine and rotate it one way and rotate it the other. And down and through for 3. And last one. Great. Switching sides. And so, as we really do come to the end of this workout, I would like to remind you all, as I said earlier, stay hydrated, especially as the temperature is certainly changed here in Toronto. It's gotten very warm. And down through. And for our friends in Saskatchewan who might be having to deal with the forest fire, my thoughts are with you and all those firefighters and families that might be impacted by the destruction. Please do look after yourselves. And this wraps up another week. I hope you enjoyed it. Certainly encourage you to do these exercises again because we are going to be changing it up next week. The same movements essentially, but we are going to be challenging you a little bit more on how they're executed. So again, have a great week. Stay safe, drink lots of water, and take care. Bye, everyone.